Good morning, y'all. We made our way out of Seaside, Oregon, and have continued our way down the coast. We haven't quite decided how far we're going to go today, but we're thinking we'll end up somewhere in Northern California if it all goes well. The weather's been a little better today. We've gotten real lucky with just some light rain, mist type stuff, and cloudy day. But what I do love about the rain, even though yesterday was miserable, is that everything is so green out here. I just love it so much. As the trees parted into the next town, we noticed the bright blue building with in orange letters, Tillamook. You know, the people that are famous for their cheese. We decided that a butt break sounded nice and a snack would be too. So we went in. It has a nice little gift shop, gives out free ice cream samples, and we picked up some cheese that you can only get at that store. At least you can't get it in Colorado. So that was pretty neat. This section of the 101 offers jaw-dropping views of the Pacific Ocean on one side and cliffs on the other, with bouts of lush green forests in between. There are several pull-offs where you can stop and take it all in, and the windy roads are straight out of my motorcycle dreams. Our next stop is the Sea Lion Caves, just north of Florence, Oregon. This little place offers several open viewing areas along with an elevator that takes you over 200 feet down into a safe viewing area inside the caves. It's a little touristy, but well worth the stop and the cost to go down to see them up close and personal. When the sun finally showed up and the view of the ocean became clear, a warm joy came over me. I've always loved the ocean, and there's a piece of me that longs to be near it. So when I get these opportunities, I'm always sure to take it all in. Well, after several hours on the road, we had finally made it to California. Though I took this opportunity to scurry across the road and grab myself a picture with the Oregon sign. We weren't able to stop for Oregon or Washington, so I took my opportunity. As we entered Crescent City, the fog rolled back in, and we headed to a restaurant that was one of Levi's favorites when he was working here in town. I feel like today made up for yesterday. We had better weather, we got to sightsee more, had a great ride along the coast. For now, we're going to grab some dinner and then head back to the hotel, so y'all be sure to like and subscribe to follow us along on our journey. We're going to go enjoy this delicious seafood broil. Y'all have a good evening. See you in the morning.